Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we are going to quickly do another Spider-Man pose, and as we know that he is a character that is unique in the sense that he has a lot of crouching, a lot of twisted poses. So here is a very helpful one that could improve the renderings that you work for this character or any other character for that matter. We're going to start off with an arc like so. This is only a guideline. Please use very light strokes, and then right along this line we are going to draw most of the anatomy, but then let us cap that off with a line here at the bottom. Let's say that will be the ground that he's on, and then with that we'll just take that arc right over like so. So we are going to now construct the essential pose. So to begin, one arc right along this one, and you do not need to draw this if you can envision it again and just work over it. One circle here, one circle here, one arc right here, and here I would now recommend along that line doing some circles like that and then making them smaller as you go. Line, one oval right here. So it's all essentially just a set of lines. Line, an arc rather, arc, circle, arc, smaller arc than this one, circle, arc. Let's cap that off with a circle on either end, and then a little two arcs right there. Now these do not necessarily have to be here, it's just the way that I'm just trying to work this out. One huge bigger circle at the end of the line here, and then long arc like so. Circle, oval, arc, and then right here, arc, circle, oval. As we are going along, I actually changed my plan there, and that is, instead of just having him like go on the ground, I've gone into a more dynamic in-flight pose. From there on now, around these lines, we're going to construct Spider-Man. So just again, I would recommend again, instead of one full like stroke there, like do it like so. Use a pencil please, because in that way if there are any errors you are able to fix them as we go along. And if you remember that just around here we had drawn a smaller arc, that is because of perspective. So you need to just run your lines along that and you'll be fine. In other words, the draft or the skeleton is put down in order to simplify things in regards to fleshing out the character. And as you can see here, the shoulders part of that chest has come into view already. And his body, the outer side is going right back in there. And then one big thigh right there. Okay, and then we have to remember that when it's a character like Spider-Man, you are really free to play. Let's put a nice big oval there. So you're really free to play with wild proportions. Well, that goes for all pop culture or popular comic character. Some are like over the top in terms of muscle, some are over the top in terms of height, weight, but muscle is like usually the key. So right there, if you see, that does somewhat reflect Spider-Man, but I will admit that I made the shoulders a tad bit heavy. So when we run our pencil, we are going to fix that, the pen that I'm going to just finalize this thing with. We're going to fix that. So right around there. Now we are not going to finish off all the details because the practice was to draw a Spider-Man pose and not essentially a complete Spider-Man, but this is one, I hope, helpful way of drawing a quick Spider-Man pose. So we're going to go over things quickly and try to recap as much as we can. So we essentially just put that in as a guideline, and I had said that it's not essential, but it's good to have. Then along that, the main arc right there for his shoulders, the circles, arc, smaller arc, larger arc, circle, arc, circle, circle, arc, circle, smaller, bigger, like you could see all that. And then we put in an oval right there, dissecting line, because it could be this way, but because of the pose it's better, I mean, that he's looking more straight than anywhere else. And then we had those two small lines, and then we went in a circular, like a set of circles, growing smaller, going down, larger circle right there for the torso, for the bottom of his torso, big arc, circle, arc, big arc, circle, arc, that way. And of course then later we put that oval in there for his boot. And then we quickly put down the essential Spider-Man frame right there. And I had mentioned that I had over muscled that shoulder, so I'm just fixing it just for the sake of some anatomy there. And then closed fist. chest, chest, and then we rounded that off with the first big thigh, second big thigh, knee. Please do, when you look up Google Images, please do note that knees, the calves, the thighs, they all have their own particular angles and structure. So the narrowness or the thickness of a limb or a body part will determine how good your image or drawing comes out. And then of course we put in that egg-shaped head that Spider-Man is particularly known for, and I put in a set of big eyes right there. And now of course from here it's all up to you how you would like to go and experiment on this. It could be different costumes, it could be a bunch of details, shadows, but that is in our case a story for another day. Today this is the essential practice in this video. And of course I should mention that this pose will be best if you choose to finish this off with some webbing in his hand going in all directions. And here I would recommend the webbing that will look best might be going around his legs like so, some of it around his arms like right here. Of course you will make sure that all the lines are intertwining properly when he's holding them, so every strand has to go front, back, and center, and you have to, that's going to add more dimension to your artwork. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been of some help. Please do subscribe and keep in touch. We will be posting more videos. Till then, have yourself a wonderful day.